Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully everybody is doing well. Well, we have less than a week till Halloween, so I figured I'm going to do a little video. I'm going to take 10 4K horror releases from my collection that I think are just fantastic and share them with you guys. This little recommendation video, we're getting close to Halloween. Got like one or two Arrow titles in here. So, you got the Arrow sale going on right now. Got some Scream Factory releases in here, some Blue Underground releases. But these are 10 releases that I just think are outstanding. They look good, and they're just great movies, and they're great to add to your collection around this Halloween season. Well, I don't want this video to take forever, so let's delve in right away and let's get started. All right, guys. Well, first up, we're going straight with Halloween. And I'm going to go with Halloween from Scream Factory, the original movie that came out last year. I'll be completely honest with you. You could have gone with really any of these releases, including these three new ones that came out this year, and you're going to be happy. These are fantastic releases from Scream Factory. I like the art. I know a lot of people didn't. I think if you still order now, you can still get these nice hard cases. It's loaded full of bonus features. It just looks fantastic. Especially the daytime scenes, it looks excellent, and I highly recommend it. And if you've never seen the original Halloween, this is like the ultimate movie. It may sound cliche to watch Halloween on Halloween, but it doesn't get much better than doing that. So I highly recommend it if you don't have this. All right, guys. Well, the second movie, I'm going with another one of those from last year that came out from that Halloween collection from Scream Factory. We're going to go Halloween 3. This one, I thought, first of all the artwork on here was my all-time favorite artwork out of any of the new artwork they released last year. I think most people would probably agree with me that this was the best cover out of all of them. But this is one of the films that it's more colorful than a lot of the other ones. And I just thought that the colors were very bold and just stuck out, and it just looked great. So as far as this might have actually been my personal favorite out of all of them. It's very colorful when they go into the shop, and like the pumpkin or the jack-o'-lantern, they're all sitting there and they're all in production. All the colors, the oranges are very bright, very bold and vibrant, and they look fantastic. And the movie's just cool. It's become a cult classic over the last few years. A little bit controversial when it first came out because no Michael Myers, but I think people have grown to love it. It's a pretty cool movie. And once again, with this release, you get another one of these hard cases, and I still think they're still getting those. I'm hearing that people can still get these a year later, which is nice to see. And of course, it's loaded full of extra bonus features. I mean, you can't go wrong. Scream Factory, they might charge a lot, and I know there's been some mishap with Scream Factory as of lately, but I gotta tell you, 99.9% of the time, they put out a pretty damn good release. I have very few complaints about most of their stuff. And it's usually never about the actual transfer or the movie itself. It's usually something else that either with shipping or something like that. But this is fantastic. Definitely pick it up. Next up, we're going to delve into a movie that I don't really consider a Halloween movie. In fact, this movie would probably be better watching during a snowstorm in the middle of January. But still a horror movie. It looks great on Fantastic. Where is this from? This is from Warner Brothers, and that's their release of The Shining. And this is just a fantastic release, fantastic artwork, great performances. I'm a huge Stanley Kubrick fan. This was probably one of his most commercial movies out of all the ones that he did, but it's still a fantastic release. You get some bonus features, not quite as many as some of the other Scream Factory, but you still get some. Looks great, sounds great. Fantastic release. Got a cool slipcover. You might get lucky. You might still get the slipcover. Fantastic artwork. This is a definite must-have on 4K for your horror collection. Next up is a movie from Blue Underground. This is a movie that I didn't have a lot of high expectations for. It's a zombie film. I never knew much about it. I thought it was going to be awful, and I'm going to be completely honest with you. I heard Ken over from Mid-Level Media. He did a top 10 horror release, and he said that he thought this zombie movie was better than he preferred it more than a lot of the Romero stuff. I mean, I think he likes the Romero stuff, but he just preferred this. I gotta be honest with you, I kind of agree with him. And I'm talking about Lucio Fulci's Zombie. This movie was just fantastic. I went in without really knowing much about it. I didn't have super high expectations, and this movie was fantastic. The one thing that I really liked about this is it wasn't necessarily a virus. I believe I've only seen this once, and I believe it was like a voodoo type thing that was bringing the dead back to life in this. So a little bit different storyline than like a virus, which I thought was pretty cool. And another thing that I really liked about it is the fact that they showed the zombies like point of view coming out of the graves. Like they have the camera like facing down under the dirt, and the camera comes up out of the dirt, and you're seeing it from a zombie's point of view, which I thought was awesome. And this release is fantastic. I gotta say, this was probably, whatever year this came out, this was probably my favorite 4K release of that year. This looks so good. Blue Underground usually just knocks it out of the park. You got some cool artwork there. A little bit gruesome, but pretty awesome. Little unconventional zombie film, a little bit different than the ones you might be used to. Oh, and they always do it. Blue Underground always does a great job with bonus features too. Tons of bonus features. But do yourself a favor. If you've never seen Lucio Fulci's Zombie, definitely check it out. It's awesome. It's pretty grotesque, pretty gruesome at times, but it's badass, and it looks phenomenal on 4K. Definitely do yourself a favor and check this one out. Next up, we're delving into Synapse Films. I gotta tell you, Synapse Films has been killing it with their 4K releases lately, and it's just awesome. And their artwork is usually good. Now, technically, this is a set that has the first movie and second movie in this, well, I'll just show you. So it's Demons on 4K, but it's Demons 1 and 2. You get both of them. And look at that fantastic artwork. That is so cool. I mean, I was sold alone just on the awesome artwork. This movie is, both these movies are a blast, and they look fantastic. They look so good. Synapse really has been stepping up their game. They're right up there with Blue Underground, in my opinion, on most of their releases. And this is another thing, too, is you get a lot of bonus features. This is a fantastic release. I believe you get a mini poster that has this in it. And it's just awesome. I mean, it's more of like demon type, zombie type people that are, going after the living. It's a fantastic, fantastic release. It's a lot of fun. If you've never seen Demons 1 or 2, definitely do yourself a favor and check it out. This release, unfortunately, though, is pretty expensive. I think I got lucky and got it for $45 on sale. But this release, I think some places you look, goes for as high as like $60 or $65, even $70. It's pretty expensive, but you do get 2 movies and they look fantastic. Yeah. Demons 1 and 2. Definitely check them out. They're awesome. They look fantastic on 4K. Next up is a release that actually just came out this year. It actually just came out a couple weeks ago. This was a first-time watch for me. I loved it. I thought it looked fantastic in 4K, and it was awesome. And that is the Scream Factory release on 4K of The Funhouse. This movie was a blast. I absolutely loved it. I thought it was so cool. And like I said, it takes place at a carnival. It's a very, very, very colorful film. Lots of lights. And the 4K looks fantastic. It's absolutely awesome. It sounds good. It looks good. It's a fun story. It's not too long. And of course, once again, loaded with bonus features from Scream Factory, because that's what they do. And yeah. Like I said, I looked, I think yesterday even, and this is still $19.99 on Amazon as of yesterday, which was, I think, October 24th, 2022. So, yeah, now's the time to get it because it's dirt cheap and it's well worth the money. Check it out. It's awesome. Next up is another release from Synapse. And I'll be honest with you, when I picked up my OLED, when I got my new OLED TV, I don't know, 2 years ago or a year ago, whatever it was, I believe this was one of the first movies I checked out in my 4K player and on my OLED TV, and it blew my mind. I love this movie. It's fantastic, and I'll be honest with you, this might be my overall favorite 4K release, especially for horror, that I have in my entire collection. It's awesome, and that is Dario Argento's Suspiria. And I mean, you have this awesome slipcover. I don't know if it still comes with the slipcover, but I mean, look at the cover alone, just how colorful it is. This is an extremely colorful movie. Goblin does the soundtrack, and they kick ass. It sounds awesome. You get Plenty of bonus features in here. Like I said, Synapse kicks ass on that. I didn't show on some of the other ones. You get some of the other ones. You get like reversed. You get reverse artwork on that. And this is a fantastic release. It's super colorful. It's probably my favorite Dario Argento film. At least it's in my top 3. It's so cool. It looks fantastic. It's colorful. This movie, in the right setting, you get a nice sound system turned up because that soundtrack is awesome. This movie will knock your socks off, man. This movie is badass. Definitely check it out, especially on 4K. Next up, we got another movie from Dario Argento. And this movie and Suspiria is probably tied for my 2 favorite Argento films. But that's the Arrow special edition release of Deep Red. And this is a fantastic release. Arrow always kills it. It's always loaded with a bunch of bonus features. You get a nice, you get a poster. You get a nice thick booklet, nice paper, just tons of production notes. It's like 2 or 3 disc, and you get this nice, awesome, thick casing on here. And another thing that's really cool about this too is I know for a fact that Barnes & Noble, I don't know about on Amazon, but at Barnes & Noble, they're having that 50% off sale, Arrow sale right now. And I'm pretty sure in my last video, I showed this off. I'm pretty sure they had this special deluxe edition still at stock at my Barnes & Noble. So it is still around, even though it is limited edition, you can still get it. And now it's 50% off. It's probably the best time to get it. And this is awesome. Top 3 favorite Argento films. If not, Suspiria is probably my favorite. This is probably my second favorite. But it's phenomenal. Check it out. Looks fantastic. Sounds fantastic. It's a great set from Arrow. You can never go wrong, especially with these deluxe editions. It's awesome. Definitely check it out. All right, guys. Well, we only got 2 left. Next one is from Second Sight. I think it's Second Sight. This is the only thing that I own from Second Sight. I normally don't get too much of their stuff just because it is very pricey. I wish I could get more. I wish I could get it all, but I can't. But this is their release. This is not the big one that came out. I missed out on that one, but this was the second release they did. So it's the smaller release version of Dawn of the Dead. This movie is fantastic. This for a long time was my favorite zombie movie. I don't know, this one is probably tied with Lucio Fulci's Zombie. But as far as the Romero ones go, this is my favorite. This has always been my favorite. I love this movie. I've seen it multiple times. It's just a great release. Get some cool, actually there's no artwork on the back, but it says, when there's no more room in hell, the dead will walk the earth. Very cool on the back there. And you can open this up. And it just has this great artwork here, which is just absolutely fantastic. It's 4 discs. Bam. You get like 4 or 5 cuts of the film. This is just a fantastic release. I think you can still get this one. I mean, you can get both of them. You can get the bigger one too. You might pay a pretty penny. I'm not sure. I haven't looked in a while. You might get lucky. You might be able to pick this one up for 40 bucks. I'm not really sure, but yeah, unfortunately, it is kind of an expensive release. You probably have to buy it secondhand. I don't think it's available on Second Sight anymore. But yeah, it's a fantastic zombie movie. Looks great. Sounds great. You get multiple versions of it. And you can't go wrong with this. It's awesome. All right, guys. Well, we are down to the last release. And this was a release that came out this year. It came out not that long ago, only, I don't know, maybe a month or so ago. This was a Zavvi exclusive. Unfortunately, it is sold out. So if you were to get this specific version, you're probably going to have to pay expensive secondhand prices. But you can just pick up the regular release, which is available everywhere. So, but I did get the box set Steelbook Zavvi exclusive of Poltergeist. This movie is fantastic. Oh, we got some artwork on the back too. And then you got the Steelbook on the inside. Comes with some lobby cards. Yeah, some like lobby cards that are inside here. Comes with a small little booklet. But yeah, like I said, the secondhand prices that they're probably going to charge for this, you don't get that much more You might as well just, if you want the Steelbook, just try to see if you can find the Steelbook. I'm sure it's still around. Otherwise, like I said, just get the standard release. It's all the same transfer, still looks good. But this movie has never looked better than it did in this release. I believe this is Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers has been killing it, too, with their releases. It looks great. I mean, it sounds good. It looks good. The grain is very thin. I believe I did actually a full review, so go check that out if you want my full thoughts on it. But overall, fantastic release. This movie is great to throw on a Friday night. It's a great Halloween movie, even though it doesn't really take place around Halloween. It definitely feels like a Halloween movie. You could definitely put it in October, and it would be awesome. So yeah, this is definitely a great release, great 4K release, cool box set. If you can still find this box set, it's a great display piece. If you can find it for not that expensive, definitely pick it up. It's worth your time. All right, guys. Well, that's it. That's all I got for you today. And that's just some. I have some other 4Ks. I just didn't want to make this video super, super long. So I just went through and picked up 10 that I thought were just really, really good releases and worth your time and stuff that you could maybe still get. Like I said, that Arrow sale is going on. If you can find that Deep Red special edition still for 50% off, go get it, because that's a fantastic movie and a fantastic release. They're all fantastic releases. But yeah, guys, that's all I got for you today. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Let me know you guys like what I'm doing. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. If you guys are ever interested in what I'm watching, follow me on social media. I'm on Instagram, BMT Cinema, and I'm always putting on there what I'm watching if you guys are interested. I'm hoping to get to... well, either at the end of the year or just over the year, I'm hoping to get to 500 subscribers. We're not that far off. I'm just shy of 450. So yeah, if you like this content, if you like physical media, like talking movies, NECA hunting, horror, toy stuff like that, please consider subscribing, guys. I would love to have you. But yeah, let me know in the comments below. Do you own any of these? Are you gonna pick any of these up? What are you watching? Have I missed any that are like really good releases that I should have mentioned, or that if I don't have my collection, I should add to my collection? Let me know in the comments below, guys. I really appreciate it. Like I said, thank you so much, guys. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye.